You. I thought you'd like that. Please welcome the Cobra Kai panel. Steve shows up. Johnny sends up. Patrick Lewis, Hannah Kessel. Right this way, come on. Well, welcome. It's so nice to have all you guys here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Thank you, everyone.
Look at this crowd.
Thank all the beautiful people in the crowd. Let's go!
So I got some quick questions, then we're going to get to those guys. Just a general question of what the audition process was like for you, and how familiar were you with the whole storylines before you even got into it.
My audition process was crazy. They were looking for someone specific for a very long time, and they weren't finding what they needed. And so they opened it up to everyone, and I auditioned literally the week before filming. So I went in with the cafeteria scene talking about, you know, some very inappropriate things. I don't know if there's kids out there. I'll save that for later. Okay, I won't say.
All it took was one look at Gianni. They're like, yeah, we got it.
They were like, yeah.
We got it.
Scrawny 15-year-old, he's our nerd. It was embarrassing. And then I literally got the call that weekend, and I flew out to Georgia, and, you know, this guy beat me up for years. It's great.
That's what I do. And you know what? That's what my audition was, too. Like, I just got into the place. I didn't know who was there, but I just started kicking chairs, doing stupid things, and they're like, we like this guy. And then they gave me the role.
That's exactly my experience.
No, I literally kicked down a chair, walked out of there and said, oh, sorry, did the whole Asian thing. Sorry. Oh, thank you. And they're like, all right, we got him.
I didn't kick any chairs. I did throw a kick though at one point. I just did like a traditional, like a self-tape, and then got called in for a callback with the creators of the show and the casting directors. But I did at one point throw, because like obviously my character had to fight a lot, and I hadn't done that before. So to prove that I could kind of do something, they were like, "So, do you have any martial arts experience?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, I think I just like jumped up in that moment and threw probably, look, I just kicked that over. Probably the worst kick.
Do it.
No, God, no.
Do the kick.
No, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. If I can. Stop it. I don't know how to. I've heard.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to start the chain. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's kicking you.
No! I've been kicked so much.
And then, yeah, I had a similar experience. I sent in a self-tape, but it happened really quickly. Same thing, I think I auditioned a week or two before filming. I had a quick callback in Atlanta. I'm from North Carolina, so I drove with my dad. And then I heard, I think it was a couple days later, and then I was at a table read with Ralph Macchio, and I was freaking out. So it was all very exciting and quick.
So a couple more questions. What do you think about this series makes the audience fall in love with it? They love the show. What elements of this do you actually see, this is why this all works?
I believe the big three, the people that created it, that wrote it, that produced it, the thing that works is they're fans of the original show. And because they're fans of the original show, they could put in Easter eggs that are like super like detailed to what it was in the original. And so for all the fans that are out there, I think it relates. Like they see it, and that's why I think it works compared to other like remakes or reboots that they do.
And it's so special, sorry Johnny, it's so special to talk to you guys and hear how there's the fans of the originals, and then you're watching with your kids who are loving the show as well, and loving the new generation as well as getting to be introduced to the original, and I think it's just such a special family experience.
No, I mean, that's honestly what I was going to say. It's so generational. There isn't just one age group or specific group that enjoys it. I've had like every age from like a 2-year-old with a black belt to a 100-year-old also with a black belt. They could both beat me up very easily. It's embarrassing. But yeah, it's just a show for everyone. And like you were saying, Joe, the creators of the show, John, Josh, and Hayden, they're super fans. I mean, the last thing that they would want to do is to ruin the original Karate Kid franchise for other fans. And I think they just, do such a great job.
Well, where do I start? No, I second everything these guys are saying. I've had a lot of people come up today and be like, oh, I watched this with my kid, or, I mean, how many shows do you get to do? Like, sometimes kids watch something and parents are like, I don't want to watch that, and vice versa. Parents like, kids are like, I don't want to watch that movie you're watching, mom, dad, whatever. So it's nice. It's nice something you can share this show. It's an experience you can share with your family. And I think it does a really good job of like maintaining the original, like the nostalgia of the original movies, but it also adds that like element for young people and everything that you guys are going through in the show, and I guess me too for a little bit. Yeah. But anyway, I'll be moderating.
Great. All right. We've got such great fans out here. Let's get some questions from those guys. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Get some questions. First question here. Okay, here you go.
Okay. What is your favorite fight scene?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so hard to choose. I mean, there's literally a million. Okay, my favorite fight scene, I don't want to get into too many spoilers because it's from the 6th season, but there is an all-out brawl during the Saikai Taikai, and we re-choreographed it like 3 or 4 different times to the point where I didn't know what I was doing until they called action. I just had to let muscle memory kick in. Luckily, no one got seriously injured, I think. But if they did, it looked really good on camera, so it's fine. I don't know, what was your guys' favorite?
My favorite was the LaRusso house. I've already said this before, but the LaRusso house one was when we threw Bert through the window, and it started off, and it was all one taker. And to me, the reason why it was so meaningful is because it was the first time where like I could see all of us just work together. No matter if you're Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, Cobra Kai, we all had to work together to make that work. And what I mean by that is that if it's a one take, there are scenes where we have to pick up the couch and then let the camera pass. So before we'd be fighting, and then the camera's about to pass like backwards, we're picking up a coffee table and we're hugging it against the wall so he has room to pan. And me and Sholo, for some reason, we were like then they're freaking sweaty, up the balls, like sweat. Sorry kids. And then coffee tables in between us. We're like, yo, you ready? All right, let's go, put it down. We put it down, we start fighting again. And to me, that camaraderie and to see everyone doing it was so rewarding.
It's true though.
But it was fun, and I'm so happy it turned out the way it did. And it's all credit to all the wonderful cast, wonderful stunt coordinators, and yeah, credit to them.
I mean, like you said, the brawl was crazy. I remember like watching it and being like, oh, it's still going. Like I can't believe it's been like 10 minutes and this fight is like everyone's still beating each other up. So that was obviously hectic to film, but a lot of fun. And I think the fight that I'm most proud of that I was a part of was probably the fight with Sholo, like the final fight that I did with him, just because we learned all those beats in, I think, 24 hours, like less than 24 hours. They literally like taught us everything.
So fast.
It was crazy, man. So yeah, it was just like so much to learn, and obviously we wanted it to be good and wanted to be proud of it. So it was just like nerve-wracking as I was doing it, but then watching the final product, I was like, oh, this is cool. So yeah, I'd say those two probably.
I feel really lucky that I've got to watch these guys do so many cool fights throughout the years and see them grow and evolve. Gosh, to pick
She's
a
a
favorite
peacekeeper,
is
that's
hard.
why.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to participate yet. One that comes to mind is the big finale fight in season 2 at the school, the big oneer. It was such a technical feat that I feel like we got to accomplish, and I was a little bit involved at the top of that one. I got to watch it all, but it was so cool. Everyone killed it, and then I loved the comedic bits with Stingray. I thought he's always amazing in the show. So Paul's amazing.
All right, next question, please. Stand up, that would be great.
What is your most embarrassing moment on set?
Come on,
Trying to
Andy.
out us, man.
Next question, please.
Yeah, sweaty balls.
It's normal.
I mean, I would say, especially in this last season, there's so much fighting going on that at any given moment I would just drop to the mat and like pass out. So there might be a few takes in there where I'm asleep. I don't know. Or people take pictures of us asleep. Don't fall asleep on set, especially with these guys. They do crazy things. They're not
Not a good
trustworthy.
picture.
Yeah, no, you think Joe's not like Kyler. He's a monster.
I had to, in season 1, I had to like smoke in the car, and I'd never done that before. I was a baby, I was 16, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I couldn't even use the lighter, and it was so embarrassing. I was so nervous. Cobra Kai was my first job ever. And I was so bad that they just had Annalisa, who plays Yasmin, do it, and then just pass it to me, and then we started the scene.
Do you know how to work a lighter now?
I know how to work a lighter, yeah.
Okay.
Still not comfortable with the bowl. I was nervous.
No, it's fine. You can boil water, right?
Are we about to fight right now?
I thought you were the peacekeeper.
I got money on Moon.
What? I'll double that. I know.
Not an embarrassing moment, but one of the shocking moments was like in season 1 where we had the first fight, which was the cafeteria fight. I don't know if you guys remember.
I love that
'cause
fight.
Season 1, that's like. Anyway, in that fight, I remember doing things with Sholo, and then on one of the parts, it was like, I guess his first time doing action and everything. So when he punches me in the face, you're supposed to punch like this, right? Like you gotta go away from the face, right? But this dude, he literally punched me right in the mouth. Oh, smack right in the mouth. And I was like, and then we were going at it. I was like, but he stopped. And I was like, no, that means you have to do it again. Just keep going with it. I was okay. I got punched by, my dad. Anyway, I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, Joe. Anyway, I was like, yo, just keep going with it. So we were just going, and then he stopped, and I was like, no. And then we had to do that over again. But it was real, like he really punched me in the face.
And you're still beautiful.
Oh, hey, But
I've never done anything embarrassing in my life, so.
You sure about that?
No, actually, this wasn't on set yet. But I think the first or second day that I got in, we like went to there was like a dojo that we would all train at to like work some of the fight scenes, and everybody from the cast was there pretty much, and we're all like learning kicks. So I had to like come in. I'm supposed to be this like intimidating fighter. I don't know what I'm doing at all, so I'm like throwing kicks in front of everybody. That was really embarrassing. And then I don't know why, but there were we were going around and like doing a group stretch, and everybody was supposed to like take turns counting down what like 1, 10, 9, and like everyone was doing like accents and funny voices, and I was just waiting for it to get to me, and I was like, what am I gonna do? First impression, like this is gonna be so bad. So I don't know, I guess that's not it's a stupid story. But it was embarrassing for me, okay? I felt, yeah.
You were very cool. It was a good first impression.
Thank you, Gianni. It was,
Yeah, you are a roll.
I was really...
Grab another question.
Dude, make another.
From
Hi.
this side of the room.
Who is your favorite past or present relationship in Cobra Kai, and could you see your character being with any other partner besides that one?
Obviously, Hawk and Moon are the best.
Hawk and Dimitri are the best. Okay. I think that they are a really good couple. You had to humble him a little bit, though.
It's true.
I think Kyler and a lot of sisters was a great relationship. No, literally, I remember for the prom scene, I had 2 dates. I made this up, so like I had
Piper?
Sila.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, I had Piper in one hand and another prom date on the other, and we walked in. But I think they cut that out. Yeah, they did. But that was actually pretty cool. Yeah, I guess Kyler is just a character that just takes anything, anybody. All opportunists, you know what I mean?
Moon's that way too. So.
Yeah.
Dimitri has only ever had eyes for Yasmin. I mean, since like the very first second we saw him, he was just like drooling over her. And so, you know, I'm happy that they ended up together. It got a little shaky there in the end. Their relationship was on the rocks. Dimitri got a little full of himself, but you know, he came crashing back down to earth. So yeah, I think, yeah, I like them together. Also, Anna, who plays Yasmin, she's just great. She's a real great person. So love you, Anna, wherever you are. You're out there.
Right here?
Chosen and Kim Da-hoon. That short-lived romance that they had. I thought that was pretty good. I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe Sholo and Sam, even though I kind of try to get in there and mess things up. A good couple, you know? They seem happy. I'm so happy for them, dude. So happy. Not bitter at all.
Great. Next question, please. Right back there.
What is it like knowing that Cobra Kai is over?
You're gonna make us cry, man. I mean, it's very bittersweet, just because, you know, we've been working on this show with each other for 7 years. You know, whether you love them or hate them, we have been stuck with each other. And I couldn't ask for a better group of people. But I think it's very good that we're ending it on our terms. And I think that the creators of the show were able to wrap everyone's story up really nicely, real neat. And yeah, I'm very grateful to be a part of this, because, you know, it's an actor's dream to get to work with so many amazing people doing karate for fun. And yeah, it's great. I don't know.
Most definitely, like, what made this special to all of us was not just the storyline, not just the comedy, whatever, but it was the cast. It was incredible to work with these people, and to now call them my friends and family. We meet on the regular, is pretty incredible. You don't see that too much in this field. You see people get along, but not this way. And to me, that's so meaningful, and it's just a testament to how down to earth these guys are, from the top down, from Ralph to Billy to everybody, even Marty. Yeah, they're really just down to earth people and great people.
That's great, man. That's great. Yeah, I mean, I was only on the show for a very short period, but you guys were awesome. So, you know, so welcoming and just a big family. And yeah, like you said, from the top down, from the creators to just like create that environment. I think it makes for better work. It's made a better show, you know. So yeah, even for me, it was emotional. I was only there for like 3 months, so I can only imagine for you guys like growing up basically with the show. It must have been really, yeah.
It was painful.
Yeah.
A lot of broken bones.
Oh, I was gonna say emotional, but
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, I feel really lucky to be a part of such a special show, and like everyone is saying, and I can only reiterate, it's the people that made it so special, and the people watching that made it so special. A lot of us started when we were teenagers. I was 16. It was my first job I ever had. And so it was some really formative years of my life, and it was a chapter of my life I'm really thankful for, and it's definitely bittersweet that it's ending, but I'm excited to see what we all get to do next and get to continue to support each other.
Okay, got time for about 3 more questions.
Right here.
Hey guys, big fans.
Thank you.
Do you guys feel like there was anything else that, like, you know, your characters could have been built on within the show, or are you guys like satisfied with, you know, like how your guys' characters were built, you know, like progression throughout the entire series?
I wish that I punched someone at some point. That's
That would have
it.
been great, but that would have been great. For me, definitely. Like for Kyler, I thought there was so much to explore, and there was like, this is a martial arts show, and there's me, one Asian dude on the show. So it's kind of like, what's going on? And I understand it's based off of the 80s movie nostalgia, so I understand that. But I thought there was so much that you could explore, like Paris from Irvine, you know, like why is Kyler the way he is? The different facets that he could show in the show. But honestly, that's just kind of like, I guess, my wish. But yeah, I thought, like, throughout the whole thing, I thought it was very tastefully done for all the characters. I thought they did a lot of focus for each and every one, so no one feels really left out. And I thought that was great, you know, on their behalf.
I really wanted to meet Dimitri's parents. We barely got a last name. It's now Alexopoulos. But I just want to know who they are, because they just do not seem to care about what happens to their son. I mean, he's gotten a broken arm. His best friend was trying to murder him at one point. He went to another country to compete in martial arts, which he hated a second ago. Yeah, I wanted to know. He got accepted to MIT. No one talked about that, except for him, a lot. He almost got killed for it. But yeah, that's really about it. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how my character progressed. I loved playing the part for so long. It's been great.
Yeah, I thought my character, I enjoyed the arc that my character had. You know, I'm glad he wasn't just like a one-dimensional bad guy the whole time, breaking people's legs and stuff. Yeah, I'm happy that he stood up to Sensei Wolf. I think it'd be cool to see, I don't know, get a little more backstory on him, or see where he's going. Hopefully he finds love, you know, or something. Something nice, someone to treat him nicely, because he's been, like, you know, abused and stuff. So yeah, but no, I was very satisfied with how they wrote the character and how he ended up. Good question.
Okay, next one, please. Where are we at?
Right back here. We're back here in the
Wow,
back.
way back in the corner. Got it.
So it sounds like there was a lot of reference to the movies, the 80s movies and stuff like that. And so it sounds like it was a conscious effort for you guys to honor that past. Did you ever come across a situation during the filming of the show where you said, I don't know if this fits in with what the show is about, and you basically said, you know, like, we have to change this, or they give you some leeway there to say, okay, this is where my character's going?
For me, it kind of came when Dimitri and Hawk were kind of beefing at first, because there would be times where Dimitri would stand up to Hawk, but then other times he would kind of cower in fear. And so I just was trying to figure out, okay, why would my character do that one moment, but then kind of cower in the next? And luckily, you know, our creators, John, Josh, and Hayden, they're so accepting and they're so, like, open to ideas. I was actually able to sit with them during lunch and kind of go over, you know, what their plan is. And they also, like, would sit us down one by one and kind of tell us where we're going throughout the whole season. So there weren't a whole lot of surprises, unless, you know, it was like, who wins the All Valley? That they left us in suspense. Like, we were right there with you guys. We would get the scripts, you know, maybe a week before filming, and we would all gather up and just like read it, gloat whoever gets to win. I mean, it was cutthroat, man, in the writers' room, seriously. But yeah, no, they're very opening and welcoming.
I think the biggest challenge for the writers and everybody was how to include Pat Morita into the new version of Cobra Kai, because he was such, he's an icon for all Karate Kid fans. So I think that was the biggest challenge, because unfortunately he passed away, and to pay homage to him, through CGI. Well, I don't know if you guys seen it and everything. I thought it was beautiful. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Thank you.
And I think that's the most they could have really done. And I think that's the most. I think that's the biggest thing that they wish they could maybe put more of, or change up. But I thought they did the best.
I thought they just did such a good job with it, like starting from season 1. I feel like you typically, like any spin-off or continuation or something, like usually you don't get anything close to the original, and I feel like they really did that very successfully with the show. So I don't know, I mean, I very much think it's a director-writer's medium, and I always just defer to, not that I don't have my own opinions or feelings about things, if it's something I very much agree with or think needs to be added, then maybe I'll be vocal about it. But for the most part, I really trust those guys to just do their thing and lead us in the direction that we need to go.
And I'm just gonna ditto what all they said.
Ditto.
Well said.
All right, got time for one more question, then they're off to a photo op, but they'll be back at their table later in the day.
So I just want to know, what is your favorite Johnny Lawrence moment?
Where he almost drowns Miguel to, trying to teach him how to, he ties him up and he's like, oh, that's the most Johnny Lawrence way to teach someone how to kick. Almost drown. Yeah, season 1.
Just so many good.
Yeah, that's so good.
I don't know, I think it's just really cool how Johnny kind of takes the whole Miyagi-Do approach of doing chores to teach karate, but he kind of dials it up to an 11. They had us running around barrels of fire one time on set. There were actual barrels of fire. I don't know if my SAG rep, would have liked to have heard that.
No, you're not supposed to talk about
Oh, no, never mind. Sorry, I signed an NDA.
I like any scene where he has to deal with technology. I think is so funny. I mean, everything he does is so funny. I also loved, I had a scene with him season 3 or 4 maybe, where he's trying to recruit people, and he's recruiting people, and I'm like, yeah, there's some crazy guy, be careful, and he's so funny.
The first scene with him in season 1 is when I take the hit from Johnny coming out of the liquor store, and that's what started off everything, right? So I remember him doing it, and then I think he ripped his pants. Because when he's taking that hit, when he's swinging his legs, he went, shh. And I was like, hey, you okay? As we're fighting, he's like, yeah, just go, keep going. We're just fighting. I thought it was hilarious. He's like, man, Joe, I'm so happy you took the first hit of Cobra Kai. And I was like, I'm honored to take that hit from you. So that was a cool moment with Johnny. That's what I remember of him. Such a great guy, very humble. And then, yeah, he's great. Yeah, and also he was telling me to dial it down a little bit, because when I was choking, I guess I was choking him a little too hard, or whatever. And he was like, hey, no, right here, down here. I was like, okay. But that was cool. Very professional, very humble.
Yeah, it was great watching him beat you guys up. That was fun. I wish I had a scene with him, man. I love that guy. He's great. I liked it. I was enjoying the beef that he had with Sensei Wolf in season 6. It's kind of fun. It's kind of like my hero, because I could stand up to him. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this guy. But yeah, that was fun. It's fun, seeing that whole fight, and just the what's it called? Buffet moment that they have. I thought that was a funny bit. It was hilarious. Yeah, he's funny in everything. He doesn't say lines that aren't funny. And then he was so good in his performance in episode 13 of season 6 with Marty. That scene, I was like, oh my god, this guy's.
Give it away. Don't give it away.
I can't give stuff away. What? People have, it's been like,
Watch it.
what are you doing here? It's been like, how many months has it been? Okay, sorry if I just forget what I said.
Yeah, we're good.
Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah. Then thank you so much for coming out, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys. Couple headed off. Doing photo op. Once more. Awesome job. Thank you. Thank you. Great. Once again, they're headed to a photo op, but don't forget to go to their table afterwards.